In this video, I'm looking at the 9-2 homework assignment, and I'm going to work through number 4. In this example, I need to solve by substitution, and the first step of substitution is to isolate a variable. One question I've been getting is, how do I know which variable to solve for? And again, the answer to that is pick the easiest one. In number 4, I see that the x in the first equation is just a 1x. So therefore, for me, that's the easiest thing to solve for. So I'm going to take that first equation, x minus y equals -1, and I'm going to solve for the x, which means I'm going to add y to both sides. So I end up with x equals -1 plus y. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 in substitution is to take the other equation then. So I'm going to pick a second equation. It actually doesn't matter, but -3x plus 3y equals 3. And I'm going to substitute the -1 plus y for the x. So -3 times -1 plus y plus 3y equals 3. When I do that, now I distribute. I have a -3 times a -1, which is +3. -3 times y is -3y plus 3y equals 3. Once I've gotten rid of parentheses, I always combine like terms, and in this case I have a -3y and a +3y, which means they cancel out. So we've just entered the world of the variable going away, and I'm left with 3 equals 3. So anytime the variable totally cancels out, you have one of two answers. It's either infinite solutions on a line, or it's no solutions. And that's based on, when you get to this final step, does it make sense? What I mean by that, does 3 equal 3? Does it make sense that 3 equals 3? And yes, it does. That's a true statement. Therefore, and we would actually say it is always true, right? 3 is always equal to 3. So therefore, we would get the solution. You can either write it as infinite solutions on the line, and then you pick one of your two equations. It doesn't matter. I'll take the x minus y equals -1. This is the way I think the notes today showed it, the infinite solutions on the line. The other way you could write that answer is all points on the line, x minus y equals -1. So that's how you do substitution, but it only gets you halfway through actually, because you got to that point where the variable canceled out, which means you have to decide, is your answer true or not? If it's true, it's infinite solutions.